Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another Optc video, and in today's video, we're hopping into the World Journey, mission number 3, taking on Ace and Marco. So with the release of the World Journey units, we do have the 3 new events, and for this video, I do have 3 teams for you guys to take down Marco and Ace. And with that said, let's dive in. Something that I totally forgot to mention though, guys, is you can only run this event 20 times. So ideally, if you can run a team with Marco or Ace as your friend captain, I would highly recommend doing so. Now, back to the video. Alright, so the first team is utilizing Roger with a friend captain Marco. Now, if you did manage to pull Marco and Ace on this World Journey banner, they actually give you boosted drops. So the first team is utilizing them. This is the team. There are no supports. Let's dive in. Alright, so over here on stage 3, and on stage 3 we come up against Marco. Now, Marco does a bunch of damage. He gives us a full bot of recovery orbs, and he binds our healing. But we don't have to worry about the healing because we have amazing limit breaks. So what we're actually going to do here, we're going to use our Marco special. Marco is going to give us an attack buff, and then he gives us the clock buff, which gives us the carryover effect for 2 turns later. Now, with Marco on this particular stage, he really doesn't do too much. So if you can't kill him on the first turn, don't stress, because it's not that big of a deal, as he doesn't really do too much. He just sort of does his normal attack patterns, and then he's just will be on his way. So just take the 2 turns if you need to. You can take him out that way. If you really want to, you can run the Zunisha ship. The Zunisha will actually boost everyone besides Roger on this particular team, but it'll definitely work still. Moving on to stage 4 though. Now, we come up against Ace. Now, against Ace, he is an int unit, and he gives us the blindness effect as well as 1 turn of fear, which is a little bit odd. The reason it doesn't matter for this team is we can get around the blindness with the Sailor ability of the Ace unit, which works really, really nicely. We get the carryover of the attack buff thanks to our Marco special, and we can then use our Ace special. So what the Ace is going to do, the Ace is going to give us an orb buff, and very similar to Marco, he's actually going to carry that over into the next turn, which is really handy, and he actually extends an attack boost as well. So with that, we are just going to hit our perfects, and we can easily take out Ace, no issues whatsoever. Moving on to the final stage now, we come up against both Marco and Ace, and they just do a whole bunch of nasty stuff. We're going to get binded on our left-hand side, we're going to get 2 turns of attack down, they have 2 turns of defense up, and they give us a full board of block orbs. So, a lot of annoying shenanigans to get around, but with this particular team, it's not that big of an issue. You can't also use an attack boost on this particular stage, but thanks to the fact that Roger just blows away positive, like, any interrupt, it doesn't matter too much. So the Conqueror's Haki that Ace tries to apply just gets negated by our boy Roger. Now make sure to use the Roger special first, and then use the Big Mom special. That way you get the better attack boost, and you don't have to worry about Big Mom's attack boost. Queen can remove the defense up, give ourselves a chain lock to get around the 5 turns of chain coefficient that Ace and Marco give us. And then we can use the super typing of our Roger. The super typing of Roger is going to give us a full board of orbs, and with that, we can just say goodbye to this particular stage. So there you guys go. So it's using the full boosted setup for Marco and Ace. Let's move on to the next team now. Alright, so moving on to the next team now, we're utilizing Oden as our captain with a friend Marco once again, and this whole team, besides our captains, are actually free-to-play subs. So with that said, let's dive in. Alright, so once again, we're over here on the Marco stage, on stage 3, and Marco's going to do a bunch of damage, bind our recovery, as well as giving us a full board of recovery orbs. Now, thanks to our Oro Jackson ship, we can actually make those recovery orbs matching, which is really, really nice. Now, we are just going to sort of take our time here. We are just going to focus on doing as much damage as we possibly can to Marco on this particular stage. But don't stress. Marco doesn't do too much. He just sort of attacks, and that's about it. So you can focus on taking him out on the second turn if you guys need to. If you guys get, if you guys want to replace Kinemon on this particular team, Kinemon actually just makes life a bit quicker, but you could easily replace him with someone else that can give you a buff on this particular stage, and then that way you can get through that stage a little bit easier. But Kinemon does the trick. He just makes it a bit quicker by getting a lot of cooldowns with his special. Moving on to stage 4, we come up against Ace. Now, Ace is going to remove sound effects and gives us Fear. which is a little bit annoying. But what we're actually going to do on this particular stage, we're going to use the Oden special to give ourselves an orb buff for 2 turns. We can use the Marco special to extend that orb buff, as well as give us an attack buff and the clock buff as well, which is great. We can use our Kinemon special just to get some cooldowns. I thought he was going to rotate orbs, but I guess not. We can actually switch with Shanks and Whitebeard, Shanks and Mihawk to try and get some more matching orbs, but if you can't, don't stress. We are going to finish it off, however, with the super typing of our Oden, and then we're basically just going to attack. Remember, you do get the blindness debuff, but thanks to the Aura Jackson, it is quite easy to actually tap through that, as it makes Perfect significantly easier to hit. Remember, the Kazuna carrot does have Barrier Pen too, so you can actually take advantage of that. Once we do move on to the final stage, though, we come up against Ace and Marco. They're going to do a bunch of damage. They have 2 turns of defense up. They give us a full board of block orbs, which I've actually totally forgot about until now. And they also give us chain coefficient reduction. So we are going to remove the attack down as well as the bind with our Shanks Mihawk special. We are going to give ourselves a chain lock with the Cavendish special. And then we're going to use the carrot special to remove the defense up. Now, I'd highly recommend actually bringing someone to remove these block orbs. Maybe someone like... I can't think of anyone off the top of my head, but you could easily replace Kinemon, and that should work fine. The thing here is, you do actually have 3 turns to take this particular stage out. So, you should be okay, as long as you do have 2 Wano orbs on your captains. But like I said, you can easily replace Kinemon, that way you can give yourself a full board of orbs, and you can easily take that stage out as well. But that was the Marco friend captain with Oden and free-to-play subs. Let's move on to the final team now. And the final team of the video is using a double versus Ace. So this is the team, these are the supports. Well, there are none. So let's dive in. Alright, so we're over here on stage 3 once again, and we're coming up against Marco. Marco's going to bind our healing and do a bunch of damage. And gives us a full board of recovery orbs. But thanks to the Aura Jackson, we can actually make those orbs matching. What we're actually going to do on this particular stage, though, we're actually going to use the Treasure Map Shanks special. Now, the big reason we're actually going to do that is so that way we can build up the versatility of our Ace just a little bit quicker. It's really the only reason why I actually brought Treasure Map Shanks, besides the fact that it's a Shanks unit. And you know me, whenever I can run Shanks, I'm going to run Shanks. So with that, we can easily take out Marco, no issues whatsoever, and we can move on to the next stage against Ace. Now against Ace, he's going to give us the blindness debuff. He also gives us fear for some reason, which is a bit weird. And he also has a perfect barrier. So I feel like the only reason the fear is there is literally so you can't get around the blindness. But you can always just use the Aura Jackson or something like the Zunisha to get around that. We're going to use the Shank special once again because he has double special activation. Mainly so we can just get an orb on our Captain Ace. And then we can use the friend Captain Ace special to actually give ourselves a chain lock and an orb boost as well. We're going to finish it off with the versatility of our Ace. And with that, we shouldn't have any issues taking this particular stage out. Now, as you can see, Ace has Barrier Pen, makes it very, very easy. You don't have to worry about this particular stage at all. After you take out Ace, he's going to run away, and we're going to see him again on the final stage. Once we do hit that final stage, though, we come up against Marco and Ace together. They give us 2 turns of attack down, they have 2 turns of defense up, and they give us 2 turns of bind on our left-hand side. They also give us a full board of block orbs, so that's why I really wanted to make sure I had the versatility ready of my Aces. So that way I can actually get around that. You can also use something like the Jozu support to remove the attack down since it's only 2 turns. And just be mindful there is 5 turns of chain coefficient reduction as well. So that's why you do want to use the versatility of Ace. That'll guarantee you guys the strength orb on your captain to not only get the orb buff, but you also get the chain lock. We can remove the chain coefficient reduction as well as the bind and attack down with our Marco free-to-play unit. We can, sorry, not free-to-play, the rare recruit Marco. That Marco's aged so damn well. We've got ErKa here to remove the defense up and give us an attack buff. But if you actually use an attack buff, you actually lose all your positive buffs. So I totally forgot about that, so I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, so let's try this again. We're going to use the ErKa special first. That's going to remove the defense up, and that way we can trigger the attack buff. Once we've actually done that, we're basically just going to pop all the rest of our specials, and that way we can get around all these nasty defects. So we've got the versatility of Ace to give us a full border orbs and a strength orb on our captain. We've got Marco to remove the bind, give us a chain buff and remove the chain coefficient reduction. We've got Ace here to give us an orb and a chain lock. And then we've basically got enough buffs to take this stage out. I just brought a Kiku just cause you can easily replace her with literally anyone you guys like. But as you guys are about to say, even without the attack buff, it's not going to matter as this team just has so much damage. So there you guys go. That was the World Journey mission number 3 against Ace and Marco. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to go down there and belt the like button for me. If you're new to the channel, to hit that big red subscribe button as well. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Lates!